So that's why different like prepay penalties, you really have to think about what you want there as well. So most lenders in this space have like a no prepay product, a 1-year prepay, a 3-year prepay, a 5-year prepay. And the longer the prepay penalty, the lower your interest rate's gonna be. But if it's a market that's doing really, really well and you know there may be a good opportunity to sell that property in 2 to 4 years, maybe on that project you see if you cash flow at a higher interest rate but a lower prepay penalty, so that way you can sell it. And for anyone who doesn't know what a prepay penalty is, and I know we have some first timers on the call, which is awesome. In private lending, a prepay penalty, most people do a step down, like I have a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in a 5-year prepay. That means any overage to your standard monthly payment, you'll get penalized by the percent you're in on that year. So if it's year 1, it'll be a 5% penalty, so you'll have to pay an additional 5%. Year 2 is 4%. So if you're in a 5-year prepay and on year 2 you try to pay off that property, on your payoff statement there's going to be a prepayment penalty of X percent. So that is just something to be aware of, especially when you're putting your loans together and potentially a portfolio loan instead of individual properties. There's pros and cons to both of these things, and people who are scaling quickly, I think, need to understand them the most. If you have a portfolio loan, it's a little bit easier to manage. It's one monthly payment instead of individually making sure that 10 to 20 payments goes through. But on the other side is you have release pricing. So what that means is if I have 10 properties, I have an allocated loan amount for each of those 10 properties. And if I'm gonna take one of those properties to sell it before I sell the other 9, I'm gonna get hit with a not just a prepay penalty, but a release price. So if I have 10 properties and I know 5 of them I'm probably gonna turn over in 3 years, but 5 of them I'm in for the long haul, you should split that into separate loans, so that way the release pricing and the prepays, you can kind of make them accordingly.